Mr. King's ransom.
He certainly wasn't going to skimp on it.
All right, now, how about this? It's red, 16 feet long, and it was used by a man who loved fashion.
Yes. Go on.
Any idea?
A boa, feather boa, maybe?
No.
A
A bit richer than that,
Okay.
yeah. It's the Coronation Robe,
Oh, very
worn
nice.
by King George IV. And it's got on show at Brighton's Royal Pavilion. That's the first time it's been seen in public in 30 years. Mark Sanders had a bit of a preview.
It's long, lavish, and probably very difficult to wash. This coronation robe is some 16 feet of silk velvet trimmed with ermine. It's an expression of Georgian power and majesty, but it also reflects the personality of the man who wore it. The Prince Regent, who ascended the throne as George IV, adored clothes.
It's almost like Elton John, kind of over the top.
I absolutely agree, yeah. It said so much about George. I mean, George was very extravagant in dress. He was always in debt. You know, he run up huge amounts of debt just on costume, fashion, throughout his life. So he certainly wasn't going to skimp on his coronation.
George IV's coronation was the most expensive in British history, costing more than £9.5 million in today's money. It came at a time when Britain had become the most powerful nation in Europe.
1821, just defeated France, Battle of Waterloo. Wonderful to think, actually, that the French actually paid half the costs of George's coronation. It's sort of rubbing their noses in the dirt a little bit here. It was reparations, it was called, because the coronation was the most expensive, lavish coronation ever done. George was determined to outdo the coronation of Napoleon, which had happened in 1802. He wanted something much more lavish than that.
The robe is the centrepiece of an exhibition of Regency fashions. It includes George's 55-inch waist breeches. He once described himself as rather above the common size. Mark Sanders, BBC South Today, Brighton.
That's some waist, isn't it?
Whew.
55 inch.
Measurement.
Suck it in.